Today we are going to study Mendel's law of inheritance. These questions are important for competitive exams. Question 1. What are Mendel's law of inheritance? Answer. Mendel's law of inheritance includes the law of segregation, which states that allele pairs separate or segregate during gamete formation, and the law of independent assortment, which states that the alleles for a pair of traits segregate independently of one another when forming gametes. Question 2. How did Mendel's choice of pea plants contribute to his discovery of inheritance patterns? Answer. Mendel chose pea plants because they have easily observable traits, a short generation time, and they can be self-pollinated or cross-pollinated, allowing controlled breeding experiments. This enabled him to track the inheritance of traits over several generations. Question 3. Describe the law of segregation in the context of meiosis. Answer. The law of segregation states that during meiosis, the two alleles for a gene separate so that each gamete receives only one allele. This occurs during anaphase first of meiosis when homologous chromosomes are separated. Next question. Explain the concept of dominant and recessive alleles using Mendel's pea plant experiments. Answer. In Mendel's pea plant experiments, he observed that some traits, such as yellow seed color, appeared more frequently than others, such as green seed color. The trait that appeared more frequently, yellow, is called dominant, and the less frequent trait, green, is called recessive. Next question. What is a monohybrid cross and what ratio did Mendel find in the F2 generation? Answer. A monohybrid cross involves parents that differ in a single trait. Mendel found that in the F2 generation, the phenotypic ratio was approximately 3:1, with 3 individuals showing dominant trait for every one individual showing the recessive trait. Next question. How does the law of independent assortment relate to dihybrid crosses? Answer. The law of independent assortment states that alleles of different genes assort independently during gamete formation. In dihybrid crosses, which involve two traits, this results in a 9:3:3:1 phenotypic ratio in the F2 generation, assuming the genes are not linked. Next question. Define genotype and phenotype. How are they related? Answer. The genotype is the genetic makeup of an organism, including the alleles that an organism carries. The phenotype is the physical expression or characteristic of that genotype. The genotype determines the phenotype, although environmental factors can also influence phenotype. Next question. Describe a test cross and its purpose. Answer. A test cross involves crossing an individual with a dominant phenotype but unknown genotype with a homozygous recessive individual. The purpose is to determine the genotype of the individual with the dominant phenotype by analyzing the phenotypes of the offspring. Next question. Explain incomplete dominance and provide an example. Answer. Incomplete dominance is when the heterozygous phenotype is an intermediate between the two homozygous phenotypes. An example is the snapdragon flower color, where crossing red RR and white small rr flowers result in pink capital R small r flowers. Next question. What is codominance and how does it differ from incomplete dominance? Answer. Codominance occurs when both alleles in a heterozygous organism are fully expressed, resulting in a phenotype that displays both traits simultaneously. An example is AB blood group type in humans, where both A and B alleles are expressed. This differs from incomplete dominance, where the heterozygous phenotype is a blend of two alleles. Next question. How can epistasis affect phenotypic ratios in Mendelian genetics? Answer: epistasis occurs when the expression of one gene is affected by another gene. This can alter the expected phenotypic ratios in genetic process. For example, in a dihybrid cross with epistasis, the expected 9:3:3:1 ratio might be modified to a different ratio, such as 9:3:4 or 12:3:1, depending on the interaction. Next question. What are polygenic traits and how do they differ from Mendelian traits? Answer: polygenic traits are controlled by multiple genes, often resulting in a continuous distribution of phenotypes, such as human height or skin color. This differs from Mendelian traits, which are typically controlled by a single gene and show discrete phenotypic classes. Next question. Describe the concept of pleiotropy and provide an example. Answer: pleiotropy occurs when a single gene affects multiple phenotypic traits. An example is the Marfan syndrome in humans, where a mutation in the fibrillin 1 gene affects corrective tissues, leading to symptoms in the heart, eyes, and skeletal systems. Next question. How can linkage affect the inheritance of traits? Answer: genes that are located close together on the same chromosome are said to be linked and tend to be inherited together. This can alter the expected phenotypic ratios because linked genes do not assort independently. Next question. What is genetic recombination and how does it occur? Answer: genetic recombination is the process by which chromosomes exchange genetic material during meiosis through crossing over. This increases genetic diversity by producing new combinations of alleles in the offspring. Next question. Explain the significance of the Punnett square in predicting the outcome of genetic process. Answer: the Punnett square is a diagram used to predict the genotypic and phenotypic outcomes of a genetic cross. It helps visualize the distribution of alleles from the parents and the possible combinations in the offspring. Next question. How do sex linked traits differ from autosomal traits? Answer: sex linked traits are associated with genes located on sex chromosome X or Y, while autosomal traits are associated with genes located on non sex chromosomes autosomes. Sex linked traits often show different patterns of inheritance in males or females. Next question. Describe X inactivation and its role in female mammals. Answer: X inactivation is the process by which one of the two X chromosomes in female mammals is randomly inactivated in each cell, forming a bar body. This ensures dosage compensation between males with one X chromosome and females with the two X chromosomes. Next question. How can mitochondrial inheritance affect the transmission of traits? Answer: mitochondrial inheritance is strictly maternal, as mitochondria are passed from mother to offspring through the egg cytoplasm. This means that traits controlled by mitochondrial DNA are inherited only from the mother. Next question. What is the principle of genetic linkage and how does it affect Mendelian ratios? Answer: genetic linkage occurs when genes are located close to each other on same chromosome and tend to be inherited together. This affects Mendelian ratios because linked genes do not assort independently, leading to deviations from expected phenotypic ratios in genetic process. Next question. Discuss the concept of genetic mapping and its importance in genetics. Answer: genetic mapping involves determining the relative position of genes on a chromosome based on the frequency of recombination between them. It is important for identifying the locations of genes associated with specific traits or diseases. Next question. How does the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium relate to Mendelian genetics? Answer. The Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium describes a state in which alleles and genotype frequencies in a population remain constant from generation to generation in the absence of evolutionary forces. It relates to Mendelian genetics by providing a framework for understanding how genetic variation is maintained in population. Next question. What is pedigree analysis and how is it used in genetics? Answer. Pedigree analysis is a diagrammatic method for tracing the inheritance of traits through multiple generations of a family. It is used to determine the mode of inheritance of genetic disorders and to predict the likelihood of an individual inheriting or passing on a genetic trait. Next question. Explain the difference between homozygous and heterozygous genotypes. Answer. Homozygous genotypes have two identical alleles for a given gene, example AA or small aa, while heterozygous genotypes have two different alleles for a given gene, example capital A small a. Homozygous individuals express the trait determined by the identical alleles, while heterozygous individuals may express a dominant trait or an intermediate phenotype in cases of incomplete dominance. Last question. How does genetic variation arise in a population and why is it important? Answer. Genetic variation arises through mutations, genetic recombination during meiosis, and gene flow between populations. It is important because it provides the raw material for evolution and enables population to adapt to changing environment.